Good day and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the Voice of Reason. I wanted to add a supplemental report to my previous report on the ongoing fighting that is taking place inside of the Tigray region. So we have picked up chatter and reports via various signal intercepts and human intelligence that would indicate that Ethiopian army forces, regular Ethiopian army forces, operating specifically in the Tigray region, forces that have inherently been based in Mekelle and some other areas of major cities in the southeast of the Tigray region. Some of these forces, when given orders to proceed into central Tigray or to conduct offensive operations in other parts of Tigray, these units are not obeying command instructions. They are not following orders, and many of these units are very hesitant about being deployed into central Tigray out of fear of being ambushed or engaged by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. It would appear that the Ethiopian Army, or the government of Ethiopia, is now relying more and more on what we could define as mercenary type of soldiery, to include Amhara Militia being deployed into the Tigray region, especially when an offensive needs to take place, or some sort of probing reconnaissance in force into areas in which the Ethiopian army, the Eritrean army, or these militias are not present, and they are fully aware that they're going to have to engage the TDF. And the only way really to get some of these Amhara militia units to proceed into central Tigray is through the possibility of them obtaining a war loot, or going in and basically committing theft against the population of inside of the Tigray region. So again, the Ethiopian army units at times not willing to proceed, other than through the use of heavy artillery at distance, but actual infantry units being deployed into central Tigray are coming from these Amhara militias, in which they have been given the opportunity to go into these smaller towns and essentially loot property and treasure from the local inhabitants. And that's how they are encouraging these localized militia units to enter these inherently dangerous regions of the Tigray region. Again, that would cause these Amhara militias to fight the TDF. But again, the Ethiopian army per se, in terms of infantry companies, motorized infantry, mechanized infantry, footborne infantry units of the Ethiopian army, are very hesitant about deploying into the central Tigray region, as they see it very dangerous, in which they could lose their lives quite easily. And again, the only way to push forces into the central Tigray region, again, the Ethiopian government having that ability to push forces, is really through the Amhara militia, under the guise that they can secure property through looting the local areas. And it would appear that the Eritrean army is also operating the same way, as the Eritrean army is not really compensated in terms of money for being a professional soldier, or obviously many of them are conscripted soldiers. But that promise of, hey, if you proceed into these small towns, you can in fact take what you want in terms of compensation. And that is one way they are motivating some of these poorly trained forces to enter central Tigray, again under the auspice of of looting and taking from the local population, which again is inherently then causing the local population to rebel and join the Tigrayan Defense Forces. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.